Welcome in, everybody. I'm GpaSilverMane, and this is Sunday Night Highlights on a Sunday night. Right? Something's going right if I get it done on a Sunday night. I want to thank you all for watching this. Definitely like and subscribe. We're headed for 1,000 subscribers. Also, comment down below. What were some of your bigger gains this week? What are you? Everybody's focused on Web Warriors, right? And Pocket Dimension. I mean, it's about a fiasco. I'm going to talk about that a little bit at the end of this video. But I want to go over the day-to-day here and kind of catch up on what I accomplished with my roster and such. These are my top 5 currently. Shang-Chi is shining light, man. He is a phenomenal character. He's almost a must anymore. And I'll talk about that a little bit at the end as well. Alright, so day 72 through day 77. That's 7 days, right? Yeah, that's 7 days. That's close. 6 days, 7 days. Day 72, nothing happened, man. I did my dailies, I did my grind, I did my raids, my arenas. Now on day 73, lo and behold, we hit level 70, or level 66 rather, and I got a 15 shard, yes, a 15 shard Cersei drop, baby, from a premium orb. And it was just insane because I got 42 shards out of her event after like 5,000 cores, and just the worst event ever for me as a new player, free to play. It really ruined my experience on this account, right? But we pushed through. We got through it. And then I got 2 basic orb drops over the period between the end of her event and, like, well, 4 days ago. I got that 15 shard drop and about freaked out, bro. So instantly, I unlocked her, took her to 65. It's been helping with the new Heights event as well, because you got to spend training modules and such. So I haven't been rushing. I've just been getting the unlocks as I get them for that event and such. But I got her 65. She is only a 2-star. She has no red stars. I mean, she's a pitiful Cersei, but instantly the following day I was 130th in arena. So that was quite wonderful. And I just thought that was amazing, how big of a difference. Like, it does not matter what you do in the beginning of this game anymore as a new player. I'm at 120 today, so I could probably push into the top 100 eventually. I don't have any red stars and it's low stars, but you know what I mean? And I didn't build any Lokis or cables. I got them unlocked, but I'm not going to build them up. You know, I'm not going for the speed meta. I'm just happy to be in the top 250 and enjoying the game. Obviously, that'd probably be the ideal thing to do, is to build up my Loki here. I imagine they're clear at the bottom. Here's my cable. Shatterstar. I've just unlocked these characters through orb drops. I don't, you know what I mean? She's in Doom War. He's 975. Where you at, Loki? Quit hiding from me, man. Level 1. I think Strife might be starting to play a bigger part in this game, honestly. I could see him and Mr. Sinister going under the 4 Horsemen. Or Mystique and Mr. Sinister. Or Mystique and Strife. Strife's a big part of that whole lore and the history of Apocalypse, essentially. So, but there's a ton of characters that are, so. Alright. Day 75, oh, I did unlock Rocket on day 73. And I simply unlocked him to just have him unlocked, you know what I mean? It's up to 3 stars. I think it's like 19,000 to go to 3 stars, and then it jumps to 80 grand. At that point, I don't spend the 80,000 very often. Like, I haven't even leveled up my characters here because it's just such a gold crunch. And I literally need these characters, right? But my Okoye's at 3. There's no reason to take him to 5. It does him no good for the Chaos Theory event, right? And I'm nowhere near my minions to unlock Fury. I don't have Cap Sam. I don't have Maria Hill. My Sharon is growing, but there's no reason to star him up till I need him for the Omega Red unlock. Otherwise, he's kind of pointless, in my opinion. Just because he's not that great of a character. He doesn't have anything in his kit. Other than he hits like a Wolverine Ultimate type deal. I've started working on my Zemo. Finally got him unlocked. He's coming up quite well. He's almost at 4 stars already. And I'm not even close to 75. Like I said, I just hit level 66. It'll probably be a couple more weeks before I hit level 70. You just don't get that much experience in this game. It's like a slow crawl. Once you hit 85, it's like, man, I wish I'd do a level increase. But it only takes you, a good 3 months to hit the next 5 levels out. You know what I mean? So, but I've started building him for Villain 7-1 and part of Nexus, because you need Hydra, I believe. And he'll play that. He'll play that part there, and then I'll get him built for Doom War. I am working on my guide for the Doom War campaign, like the teams I'm going to use for each set of 3 nodes. I'm going to release that as a guide as to what I'm doing. And what I would recommend other people to do in the situation that that they're following my beginner's guide essentially. It probably won't be the best teams in slot for the situation, but it'll be the characters that we have unlocked and or leveled. So that's what I'm going to roll with. Rather than going and farming up totally different characters, I'm just going to farm up the gear to invest in the ones I got. I do recommend focusing on Dark Dimension 2. And then when Dark Dimension 1 comes, obviously you're building towards DD3 with your 5 City, 5 Global, and 5 Cosmic. But your 6-star will just come naturally, and then you'll do Dark Dimension 1 like it's nothing. Personally, I wouldn't farm towards that. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to get your characters there as they get to 6-star, and you're going to unlock it. But DD2 should be your focus, and then do more. Start to work through that to get your Captain America Sam and your Yellow Jacket to get your Jubilee. And then, as Dark Dimension comes and the rest of the Doom War campaign comes, that's what you're going to want to do. All right. Day 76, or 75, we unlocked Ghost Spider on my main. I do want to talk about it here. I haven't got my shards yet from the second Blitz. It hasn't given me my reward, but it'll be a last place reward, so I'm not going to unlock her. It's not going to give me 34 shards for last place. And it'll probably be a good long while before we even see her available anywhere. So if you didn't unlock her, unhard her, throw her to the side. You're not going to get her anytime soon, right? How many other characters have they released that still aren't farmable? I think I heard word that Silver Surfer and Moondragon are 8 or 10 months old, and neither one of them is farmable. Although Silver Surfer was in raids rewards, so he was farmable in my opinion. But Moondragon, still unfarmable. Her team's fallen out of the meta, and she does it 2 stars, which you need her to do at the rest of the stars. I imagine if they give you the stars for her too soon, before the power creep gets real, she's going to become really dominant again, like borderline Cersei Icarus, because she's a quite wonderful character on that team at 2, 3, 4 stars. All right, so... and that's another reason I don't recommend going Infinity Watch starting out. Unless you're a spender, you can't even get part of the team. Moondragon is not acquirable. And out of Morlock, you got to farm 50 other characters. You know what I mean? It's just... I've tried telling people over and over, do not farm Gamora from the Blitz store, but they just don't listen. And good on them, you know, but they're going to be waiting forever for their Infinity Watch, I guess. So on this account here, I unlocked Human Torch, Mordo, and AIM Researcher on day 75. Day 76, just doing my daily grind, you know, my raids and stuff, having a good old time. Day 77, we lost our first war today. And it was against a Platinum 1 team, Alliance, which is about a joke. We were 13-0. We have people saying we're 12-0. We have some saying we're 14-0. I believe we're 13-0. And I unlocked Swarm. Now, before I talk about Pocket Dimension, all that good stuff, a few other things here, I want to go and I want to talk about this war and how upset I am about it. Now, we look at it as we're 13-0. We've got plenty of wins, right? It's not so much that we lost, it's how we lost, okay? It's complete and utter bullshit, really. But this should not happen in any game. Yes, we're good because we're active. We all contribute. We're all building. We're playing every day. We have 24 great members. But we should not be fighting an alliance in Platinum 1, 1,238 cups against our 610 Gold 1. My main alliance has been alive for 3 years. I've been in it for 2 years. And we're Platinum 2, dropping back to Platinum 1, up to Platinum 2. 2-year-old account. My account's at 10 million. And I'm like the 10th biggest in my alliance. And I'm in a Platinum 1 alliance. And that's what we had to fight today. And look at the score. It wasn't as bad as it could have been. But we still lost. Like, we were able to get into one extra room, clear a few side rooms. It was a joke, okay? This should never happen. We were punching up over, I think it was around 175 to 200 million punch up. And that's saying something when we're at like 25 million as an alliance, okay? So a 200 million punch up's a 225 million power alliance. That's essentially each player having like, they had players with over 16 million TCP. It was horseshit, and I got goosebumps. It's very upsetting that it's not something we should have had to deal with. Okay, put us against teams of our size and our caliber, our power level. Just because we're 13-0, it means we're playing the damn game. Let us level up and get the rewards for Platinum 1 if we're going to lose at Platinum 1. You know what I'm saying? We're getting losing rewards for Gold 1. Now let me show you why that's such a big deal. League info. Rewards. Gold 1, You got whooped, right? 3,400, 210, and 5. Now let's go ahead and look in here. Platinum 1, if I lost, 4,500 war credits, 25 T4s. This is bullshit. That's why it's bullshit. That's a fraction. 5 instead of 25 is huge. 4,500 war credits. Right here is what we got for losing. 1,100 less. That's 5 shards of our premium character from the war store, essentially. They're ripping us off to get slaughtered by an alliance we shouldn't even be fighting. But I just want to point that out. Hopefully Scopely or somebody will see this and change it, because this is bullshit. I've also heard they're getting rid of Arena. Thank God, right? It's a well fest, Kraken fest, and you can cheat to get in the top. I spend quite a significant amount of money. I have some of the best characters in the game. And I can't stay on my main account, rather. It boomerangs you. They cheat you. They lock you into a battle when you're at like levels. Let's say you're rank 17. They go and hit attack, and then they close their screen down to the bottom of their computer. And they come in with like 2 minutes left, and they fight you. Well, I climb all the way up to first place. I'm sitting in first place on my screen. Well, that team that locked me into a fight earlier boomerangs me back to like 25th place, because the game thinks I was in 17th when I just lost that fight from an hour ago that they had me locked into. Good thing is, Grand Tournament is supposed to replace Arena, supposedly. And honestly, they got to do something, because this is complete and utter crap. And they can't lock all your teams into a battle in Grand Tournament. Let's say you're fighting a war, 10v10, 10 of your teams against 10 of their teams. They're going to have to play a lot sooner than 2 minutes left, right? And if you just dominate them with skill, they can't cheat their way through that. I'm praying, fingers crossed. It's just a joke. And if they keep letting them do Arena, I'm going to quit spending. I ain't giving them another damn dollar, man. I'm done. I'm playing some other games now, and I'm having so much fun not spending a dime, and I'm not getting cheated. So they need to fix their game. All right, so Sunday night highlights. I got Discuss, Pocket Dimension, and Rock and Roll, baby. Rock and Roll's here, right? I love it. This whole thing, the whole theme behind him. I was even reading the story as I was playing through this, Rock and Roll, right? And I was able to beat some of the first nodes here. I made a video on this. Definitely go check it out. So I just auto-win these 5, and then I get 2 nodes from medium. But I played through the story, and I listened to it, and I was reading it, right? And I was reading it with a British accent, dude. You know what I mean? Like, God, I don't want to do it right now. I'm not very good. But I was reading it in my head. My conscience had a British accent, right? It was an awesome story. I like the way it turned out. It was fun, interesting. His amps turned up to 11, you know what I mean? It's like, wow. Great stuff. I'm really enjoying it. That's all I got to say about that. I'm going harder. I'm hoping to get a 4-star for my Spider-Punk here. I do notice when I open 2 orbs, as I get 2 orbs, I open them, and I seem to get between 16 and 22 shards of him, and then some other characters. And that might just be me, you know what I mean? And there's times that obviously you get 4 or 6 shards and stuff, but it just seems when I open 2 of these orbs at a time, I get better drops. You know, superstitious and all that good stuff. I do want to talk about Pocket Dimension, and there's actually a lot to cover here because I wasn't even able to do it, so yeah, it sucked. I mean, what kills me is I did cover this in my last video, and now Reddit's blown up about it. It states you have to have a level 65 account, which I obtained, and you have to have 5 resolute characters, which I built up 5 characters decently. They're not level 65 though. And now I got my Cersei at 65 just a minute ago. So now I have 3 characters. A couple nodes in. That's 20 silver promos. That's 600 grand gold. That's 4 Scarlet Spider shards. Tons of gear. Let's see what they're giving for rewards here. Right here, a training orb. That's $2 to the game. Another training orb. Training orb and 50 SBCs. Superior basic catalyst. There used to be a huge bottleneck. 25 of these. Another training orb. So even if I could clear 4 of these, and I'm sure Cersei could do it by herself, I imagine I could get up to somewhere around here. You know what they gave us? They said, here's 2 gold orbs. We're sorry. We did not tell you had to have level 65 characters. What the hell is 2 gold orbs? What are you going to get out of 2 gold orbs compared to this loot drop, okay? You know what I get from a gold orb that I paid the money for on this game? 9 times out of 10, 150,000 gold. So they gave us 300,000 gold and said, Get over it. It's kind of a joke. I don't see you beating it twice anyway, but it's just the thought of the matter of how they went about it. Here's 2 gold orbs. Now, please forgive us. No. You do this every time you do something in this game. You don't communicate it, or you communicate it and it's communicated wrong. And then you think you can just buy us off with 2 gold orbs? Are you kidding me right now? I'm thinking like 50 silver promos. 50 because you made a mistake. 10 Scarlet Spider shards. 3 million gold. Maybe 100 of each of these and 5 training orbs. Then, we can start talking. Maybe I can forgive you a little bit and hope that it doesn't happen again. But 2 gold orbs, that's like spitting in our face after slapping us, in my personal opinion. I just had to get that out there. I know this is Sunday Night Highlights, and I'm supposed to be all chipper about it, and I'm very chipper. I hope Scopely understands how bad they messed. Dude, it'd be like Kobe Bryant dropping the ball. Remember Space Jam in the 90s with Michael Jordan and all that? It'd be like he got one of those bugs in his ear, and Kobe Bryant, or no, let's not use Kobe Bryant as a... Yeah, Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or somebody was out there expected to be making the 3 balls, just the fadeaway jumpers left and right, the fingertip layups, and they couldn't even dribble. That's what Scopely keeps doing. They keep dropping the ball every time, man. And they got plenty of money, so why? Look at this. I'm just now getting my reward. Yeah, it's been over for 3 hours, dude. Come on. All I'm saying is, when you're making hundreds of millions of dollars a year, pay someone with a brain to make your game, Stop seeing dollar signs and start seeing your player base. It's just very upsetting, guys. But I am loving the rock and roll. I'm loving the jacket. And somebody did comment on one of my videos because I couldn't figure it out. Something SpiderMan Nation or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is what it stands for. And I want to show you here. It's quite wonderful. He's my favorite out of all the characters so far. I'm hoping to have him at 6 stars on my main account. I did get one of his offers, but I wanted to know what it said on the back of his jacket. FSM at Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Is that how that would work? I don't know. It's SpiderMan Nation. I don't know, but it's awesome, right? Way awesome. Dude's cool. Spike Mohawk. Alright. Comment down below. I will cover my challenges and stuff and all that good stuff next week. I've got them all maxed. I'm trapped behind the level 70 now. And the one I was struggling on was this one. But after getting Cersei, I was able to 3-star this one. I'm trapped behind 70 as well. They're all maxed with the characters I showed you in the prior video. When covering challenges, I use the same characters, and I just keep leveling, and now they're maxed. It's quite wonderful. And I'm just trapped behind a skill, or a level tier, essentially. Now, on these, I am struggling a little bit on a few of them. This one will probably be the last one I get to. I've leveled her for war defense. If you haven't done that already, hire or level up 4 heroes for hire. Put them on war defense. It will change your wars drastically if the opponent didn't do that, because you can't get through them without Infinity Watch or Weapon X. And new to mid-game, you can't get either of those teams. So you quite literally can't even get through them with your Cersei and Icarus half the time unless you're punching down several hundreds of thousands of power, okay? And once this team hits, I think it's 400 to 500k, you can't get through them with Cersei and Icarus, Doom, Kestrel. You do not get through them, okay? They kill your team. And if you don't kill one of them, they come back with full charges and you wasted your whole team. So you can't pick one off and triple tap them. You literally have to have Infinity Watch after they get to a certain power, because their abilities are maxed and they just dominate you, okay? So, and if you don't have Infinity Watch, even then you need Infinity Watch punching down at least 100k, maybe 200k. It's pretty brutal. So Scopely definitely needs to figure out something with that, because anybody that puts 6 heroes for hires at 300k each, unless they're punching up 200 million like we just did, they're not getting through your hero for hire. So wars are going to be pretty lame. Here it comes soon. And then the bio one I'm struggling on. And I've even got these awesome characters, you know what I mean? And I just get Jubilee and Beast. Strike pulls taunt, Beast heals, Jubilee destroys you. Nothing you can do, right? I am kicking butt again in Arena, though. And I'm going to try getting the top 100 here. See what happens. It's a busted game mode, and it's even worse now. I mean, Cersei and Icarus, that's great, guys. You know, that's awesome. But the players that don't have them, essentially they're just saying, you know, tough titty, you know. The milk went dry, you're not getting none here, good day. So hopefully they'll replace this with Grand Tournament and get rid of the cheaters. They got to do something, right? Is it going to continue to be just releasing characters and cash grabbing, or is it going to actually be fixing something before you put something new out? Loving the new content, enjoying the game, love the game. You all have a great night. Thanks for watching. Definitely like and subscribe, bro. Comment down below some of your thoughts on this stuff. It's just getting to that ridiculous point. You know what I mean? Right? These are supposed to be professionals. I mean, they make professional money. Make a professional content, you know. Communicate. Pay somebody. Hire somebody that's literally named communicator. Or make sure our stuff releases accurately. You know what I mean? I don't know. Much love. Stay healthy. We'll catch you on the next one.